Hello, good evening, happy Wednesday. It's been a minute. We've had some life stuff get in the way, so we've missed a couple weeks, but we're back with some more Pathfinder. Um, we have another hopefully exciting session of Curse of the Crimson Throne for you tonight. And yeah, let's give ourselves a little refresher of what happened 3 weeks ago now, because I probably need it just as much as you guys. So, we started last time with Reef going back to meet up with Gerald, the random man that he befriended in Racker's Alley. He told Gerald to uh, get out of the area, lay low for a bit. Even gave him some coin to go get some drinks at one of the nicer South Shore pubs. And so, yeah, he went and did that. Then the rest of you tried and failed to convince Sin to go to the Grand Vault of Abadar with you. You guys wanted to look into the lockbox key that you found inside of Jatori's toys, and you also had to meet up with Shani to discuss what had gone on. You also you met a guy who didn't you didn't get his name, but I think I shared the handout for him with you guys. I did. I'll put it on screen again. This dude, Archbanker Darb Tuttle, amazing name. Um, he had taken a bit of an interest in what Shani had been, or the fact that Shani had been working with you guys. Um, and yeah, just wanted to kind of sit in on the conversation. You guys asked about um any sightings of vampiric activity after what you'd seen in the alley. You also delivered your report of what was going on there to the Abadaran Church. Um, they had said that they would be on the lookout for any other vampire activity going on, and suggested that you guys do the same. And then you guys dealt with the lockbox key. So you presented this key to some of the other clergymen. Or sorry, to Ashani rather. He went and got the stuff for you. Inside the box, there was some money. There was a pair of boots that Theo took. Sin grabbed a set of Masterwork Thieves tools. And there's also just a stack of papers of kind of just ill-conceived and designed children's toys that either have or have not made the market. But regardless, none of them look like they are fit to be given to a child.
Watch, the next Furby is in there somewhere.
Right? Imagine.
Oh,
That
I
would
had a Furby.
that would be so much
We
more
all have a
horrifying
Furby.
in a fantasy world. I did not have a Furby. But
So
that's
Kim
fine.
is incorrect when she says that we've all had Furbies.
Technically yes, but I don't know. I forget if one of my brothers had one later on, so there may have been one in my house, but it wasn't mine.
Anyway, so
Yes. Let me hold on. I gotta mute something. Facebook Messenger's been going off, and I know it's not going out over the stream, but I want to. It's gonna be in my head and driving me nuts. Okay. Once all that was done, you guys made your way over to the Citadel to talk with Field Marshal Cressida Croft. And when you got there, y'all hold up inside of her office. She asked about your dealings in the alley, and she was fairly surprised to hear that there had been vampires around. She said that it would be best to be careful with the removal of those bodies, so she has deployed a couple of guards to kind of just sit there and patrol the area for a little while. If it turns out that there's no more vampires, then they'll get the all clear to start taking the bodies out and moving them to the Gray District. She also provided you with a bit of a sob story that she heard from one of the citizens of the city. This was a woman whose brother has gone missing.
Sounds familiar.
Her brother was a musical performer um, who had been commissioned to play at a uh, nobleman's party at the Carowyn Manor, which you are all now inside of. You've discovered upon your arrival that uh, most of the, or really most, if not all of the guests have been murdered in some way, with several of them being turned into zombies, which you have been fighting for the last, basically the back half of last session. You also heard the voice of a woman amidst all the chaos and the fighting. I will play the voice line that we did last time, just as a reminder.
Hey, how's it going, handsome?
Kind of like Kim.
Hey, rude.
I'm sorry. Let me say that again. It sounded like Kim's past character. What was his name? Cat?
Well, that was only at Fort Rannoch. That was
Anyway,
purple. No purple tiefling man here. Anyway, oh yeah. So she also shouted a couple other things during the battle. You know, directing the zombies to attack you or defend her or what have you. It's hard to kind of get a beat on what she's doing, but it would seem that while you guys are fighting, she is kind of just like maneuvering her way around the ground floor here. You know, just to cause some kind of distraction or what have you. So let me kind of reset where we are combat wise. We are about to roll initiative again. That's where we ended last time. You guys have killed a couple of waves of zombies. There are some more that are coming from this room to the north of you. Ability wise, Reef has his I think it's a protection aura out. Nadia has her spiritual weapon out. Neither of the people who can rage are raging, and yeah, everyone's hero points are what they are. So coming out from the doors to the north, oh, I've already opened them. You see a zombie here and a zombie here. Theo, you could actually make out that there is a third one behind the one to the right.
I'll make sure to let everyone know about that.
Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
Can you roll for me?
I can roll for you, yes.
Yeah.
I do not have Google Chrome loaded up on it.
Oh no.
I don't even know that I have a computer right now, so.
Okay. Oh, you rolled really high. See what our zombie friends roll.
I still roll higher than the zombie in front of me. Let's go. A natural one can't keep me down.
Yeah, you did roll higher than
one.
You did roll higher than
Yeah,
one zombie.
I rolled higher than 2 zombies. Let's go.
Roll for Reef.
Take that, Nadia. Even at my slowest, I'm faster than zombies.
Congrats.
not saying much.
Hey,
Roll for
Do you mean
even at
mental
my
or
worst
physical?
is better than their best.
My boyfriend has me painting his Deadpool mask.
As you
What?
should.
Because it's
Good
the
on
wrong
you for doing
color of
that.
red. So he brought paint and now I'm painting it the right color.
breaking
There's
ties here.
no shot this zombie has a higher dex than me.
Yeah, no, I just fixed it.
Don't worry about it.
I was just getting to
saying
you.
it's
I
funny.
had to check Sarah's tie first, and she wins that one as well. Vondilla rolled a 2. That's unlucky. Okay, so we're ready to go. Theo, you have the first action.
I will attack the nearest zombie to me.
Okay, there is a zombie about 20 feet away from you, in the doorway. Do you
I
want?
think I have a longbow still, yeah, right?
I don't recall which you have equipped at the moment. Let me scroll up because we were very recently in combat last time. Your last attack was melee actually. So you're currently holding your mithril rapier. I mean, you can switch to your bow if you like.
I mean, no, I'll just go near him and I'll just attack him.
All right.
It's like easy.
You rush forward. We'll call it a charge. You get a bit of a bonus. That is, it's going to be a 12, and that is going to hit. Some sneak attack damage as well. You deal a total of 9 points of damage to the zombie.
Sweet.
And he is pissed off.
Nice.
Angry
As he
zombie.
should be.
He should be, yes. Nadia, your turn.
Can I use my movement and move spiritual weapon to behind Theo?
Okay, yep. And then it can reach over Theo and strike.
Plan.
Yes, because the weapon needs cover. Of course it does.
Well, no, it's a reach weapon, so it needs 10 feet.
Wait, no,
I know.
not
I
the wrong
still
one.
got it.
There we go.
Same damage. Let's go.
Same damage, and it actually is the same damage because slashing is what bypasses for these zombies. But force is not subject to it anyway. So yeah, your spiritual glaive strikes down at the zombie and destroys it.
Yay!
Yay!
And now
Still
for my
putting in more
main,
work than Reef.
We like when
my
the
main action.
we like when the healers get kills. Oh yeah. You still have an attack too, or yeah.
I can still use
Sorry.
moving myself. I can still use moving myself, right?
No, because you moved your spiritual weapon. That was your move action.
I'm gonna use my crossbow and shoot it.
Okay, sure.
Shoot this one.
All right. I need to move chat to my other screen because I keep taking it off screen. Doesn't affect the stream, but okay. So yeah, that's a hit. It does resist piercing damage, so it's going to be reduced. But you
Bad.
plunk it with a crossbow bolt right in the shoulder, and you can tell that the zombie is much like the one that Theo had shot originally, pretty mad.
Okay.
It is now Sarah's turn.
I'm gonna move up a little bit, and I'm gonna actually no, I'm gonna stay where I was, and I'm gonna use my crossbow.
Okay, yeah, 21 hits. Again, resists some of the damage. But yeah, really good shot. Hit it square in the chest.
All right, and that is what I am doing for my turn.
Okay. So this zombie here, I'm gonna delete this one just to make it easy to move tokens around. It's kind of just gonna step over the crumpled over body of his friend, and zombie fashion, he's gonna raise one of his arms in the air and try to slam it down on top of Theo. That's a 21 that hits. Theo takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's mean.
It is Reef's turn.
Okay, listen. Michael, can you stop using me as protection for the game? For fuck's sake.
Reef is going to... Hold on. What does Reef have in hand? What was the last thing Reef attacked with?
That's a very good question.
Reef used... Okay, hold on. Those are spells.
Glaive. Pretty sure it was a glaive.
Yes, you are correct. So that's actually what I thought I was going to use it first. And
Let's go.
yeah, Reef will just
Memory.
whack
Interesting.
the zombie with the glaive that hits for 11 points of slashing damage, and that actually is enough to destroy it.
These guys are pretty weak. Then.
Yeah, they're not Not very
Damn it,
strong.
Ray, that was my kill.
All right, Sin, your turn.
It's time to charge. Oh wait, never mind. I just realized that he went first, so I don't get sneak attacks. So I gotta go 5, 8, 15, 20, 25, and then we stab. Also, is Ray working right? Because not right, Piranha Strike. Because whenever I activate it, the
Let me
attack
check.
doesn't change.
Let me check.
Is there piano in this fight?
Yeah.
There we go. Now it should be right. Yeah, the 2 hit was making it not work. It had to be, 2 attacks to.
That's crazy. Now die. Kaboosh. Oh, yes. Rather than the sneak attack, because I feel spiteful. 6 damage.
Alright, listen, I don't think this is pet safe. Please stop.
26 damage, 1 hit, let's go.
That's 30, actually.
Well, no, because the piranha attack is going on sneak attack, which it shouldn't.
Oh, true, yeah. So you're right, 26. Either way, yeah, that's that utterly destroys the zombie.
How many zombies left?
About that.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Sin does a celebratory backflip.
It's Vondilla's turn. She is going to make a perception check, which is not very good, but she still can hear that there are a few more zombies that are on their way.
How many, Vandilla? How many?
She just says, like, only 2 or 3. Theo's turn.
Okay, I will head in the general direction of where the zombies are.
Okay, actually, let me add them to the initiative order real fast. Okay, none of them rolled higher than you, so you're good.
I guess I'll equip my
No,
longbow and I'll get within range to shoot them.
Alright, so you walk on past the spiritual weapon. You go about 15 feet. You draw your bow, and you
Shit better come off my hands. I'm gonna be so pissed if it doesn't.
take aim and fire.
Nope, you just have red hands from now on.
Magenta.
No, red.
You roll a total of 20, which hits, and it does resist the piercing damage, but you hit it right in the leg, and this already shambling zombie looks a little more gimpy. One of the zombies is going to move forward, bringing its fists down on top of Theo. That's an 8, so not a hit. Nadia's turn.
That is a zombie back there.
Yeah, but it's dead. There's
Ah.
the ones that are alive are coming from this direction.
Oh.
The undead do be living.
I'm gonna do that.
Eight
Doesn't it?
8 misses. Yeah.
I'm gonna use my movement and move the spiritual weapon to you.
Okay, sounds good. And then yeah, it can attack. 20.
Hey.
Yeah, 20 hits. You deal 6 points of force damage. the one directly in front of Theo, which is not the one that Theo hit. Um, but there is like a very visible sort of like gash like all down its like chest from the impact of the force. Nicely done. All right, Sarah's turn.
Oh crap! Sarah's gonna see this one, and she's gonna try to shoot it.
Uh, yeah. 12, 12 hits. You load your crossbow and you fire at the zombie. Theo just instinctively ducks, hearing the shot from behind him, and you have destroyed the zombie.
Like, I'll assume that Sarah shouted "duck" when she shot.
Yeah, we can do that too.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
Goose.
Don't be an asshole again.
All right, so at this point in the initiative order, I'm gonna kill the music just for a moment. Sin, make a perception check, please.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, no.
Interesting. Okay, so
Bye,
Sin,
everybody.
you are caught unaware as the woman who called out earlier is going to sneak through the doorway to your left, and she heard you kind of like yelling out stuff while you're fighting, and as she readies herself to attack you, you hear this.
Oh, you remind me of my darling Rolf. So cute.
It's
Creepy.
adorable.
But the name Rolf does that should ring a bell for you guys with previous discussions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still looking for Ruan.
Rolf is the name of Gadrin's kid, the necromancer guy that you thought you might find when you were looking for the missing body parts of Gayken, the guy that Thousand Bones was after. But yes, she steps through the door and kind of taunts you with her words, and with a flourish, she is going to try to stab you with her dagger. That is a critical hit.
Oh, no.
I am going to give her a sneak attack because you were caught off guard. So you take a grand total of 21 points of damage. You are also affected by a bleed effect.
Just pile on the damage, DM.
You will essentially lose 3 hit points at the start of your turns until something is done about it. Basically, I believe you can attempt a heal check to stop the bleeding. Any sort of magical healing will end the bleed. Let me pull a couple things here just to make sure I'm giving you the right information, because we're all about that here. So yes, any magical healing or success on a DC 15 heal check will stop the bleeding. With that, it is going to be the this third zombie's turn down here. It's just going to move 5 feet forward. It is too undead and dumb and stupid to push past his friend to get to a more advantageous position. It is Reef's turn. Reef is gonna.
Do I have that wand of cure light wounds?
Somebody has one, I thought.
It's me. I know I shot it at Reef before.
Let me look through Reef's inventory. Reef has, let's see, Reef has a couple of potions of healing. He's got a wand of ghoul touch. That's not what we're looking for here. Doesn't look like Reef has it. Somebody has it though. Anyway, Reef is going to yell towards Sin, and he's gonna say, "Do you need help?"
Yes.
Okay, so Reef is going to fly into the room. 30,
Like that motherfucker.
5, 10, 15, 20. Reef's long arm thing is that's just a thing, right? Like it's just
Always has noodly arms.
right. I'm just saying, like it's always on. Let's see here. Here we go. Abnormal reach. Yep. Okay, so Reef is going to bring the glaive down on this this crazy woman who has attacked you. Sin, that's a miss.
Oh no.
So just to give you all a sense of what she looks like, I will give a proper description for you all because Sin, now you can pretty clearly see her. So this is a female elf. Definitely on the younger side, not like a kid by any means, but I would say young adult age elf. She wears what appears to almost look like a court jester outfit, without the goofy hat. It's red and gold in color. She carries a dagger in one hand, and in her other hand, she has a small sort of hand crossbow. She appears to be very kind of like shifty looking and able to move around quickly. And also just her facial expressions, she gives the appearance of being kind of unhinged. So Reef, in his frustration following Reef is raging. I don't know why I didn't have that on the tag. Or the token rather. I was about to say Reef goes into rage, but Reef is already raging. Okay. Zombie.
Is Reef a barbarian?
Reef is a Blood Rager, which is a hybrid class. It combines elements of barbarian and sorcerer.
Yeah, okay.
Next, we have a zombie who is going to just shamble on forward, try to punch Theo in the face. Misses. That's a 17. So no harm done there. It is now Sin's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna need some sweet, sweet vengeance. I would like to do some sweet acrobatics to move to this spot.
Okay. Gonna be a little difficult to jump through a doorway, but probably still manageable for someone like you. Go ahead and make the check.
Am I jumping technically?
I would say so, unless you have some other way that you want to do it.
Oh, I'm definitely jumping because I have ring of jumping.
That's right, you do.
A boom. 24.
Booski.
You gracefully leap over to the other side.
This doesn't have to count, but does this count as like a 5-foot movement, or did I use more?
I would say that's your movement.
Alright, I regret nothing. Alright, we're not going to use Piranha Strike because we don't need that motherfucker right now. And then we are going to Rage. Make sure it's Fortitude so I have more health because that hurt a lot. There we are. And now, stab.
Ooh. Unlucky.
Yeah, right. Alright, that's my go.
Okay. Vondilla. Let's see what she wants to do. She is going to cast a spell. She's going to buff. Just make sure. I did not add this to your sheet. Do that real fast. Okay. She's going to cast this spell on Sarah. So Sarah gets a +4 to charisma for a few minutes. Top of the round, Theo's turn.
All right. I will. Is that lady within view of me?
She is. Yeah, you could turn to your left.
I'm gonna take this phone call because my roommate's calling me, and he doesn't call me.
Okay.
He's just gonna put me on mute.
I wish I knew what you wanted me to do before that, but okay.
It's freaking muted. I guess Theo just puts the pointy end of a stick into the zombie.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Theo takes a 5-foot step this way and then pulls his bow and tries to shoot the lady over here because that's what Leah was asking about, or at least where she was. So Theo makes 2 attacks, and those are both misses. But damn it, he tried. Nadia's turn.
Is this zombie dead? Dead?
No, that zombie is alive. There's 2 zombies left in that direction. Then there's the crazy lady that's attacking Sin.
Not
gonna
need
attack
for that shit. Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure my turn passed already, huh?
Well, yeah. So I had assumed that you wanted to shoot the lady because that's what you're asking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Then I did it right. Yeah, you natural 1 and a 14, so no damage.
Oh, damn, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But okay, so Nadia, your spiritual weapon hits. You deal 9 points of force damage. That zombie still stands, but it's pretty badly damaged.
I'm gonna move. I'm
There.
gonna. I'm
Not
shoot
the
that one.
combat. Me painting this mask is taking forever.
And you're gonna shoot her, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. 15 misses.
Aw. I tried.
You did. All right. Sarah's turn.
All right. So let's see.
So yeah, Sarah, you feel
Oh, sorry.
like you feel way more, even more charismatic than usual after Vondilla's spell. You can even feel your own magic is enhanced by her efforts.
Quick question. What is this triangle here?
That is Nadia's spiritual weapon. It's a big glaive made out of force.
Okay, cool. So, from where I am, I'm going to move over here,
Mhm.
and I am feeling so charismatic that I think I could actually make a crossbow shot.
Oh, okay.
I promise there's a. I, no, I'm kidding. I'm actually going to use
I'm not judging. Do what you
his
want.
sonic scream.
Okay.
I thought about it. I considered it, and then I'm like, nah, this lasts for 3 turns. Should be fine.
All right. So you kind of aim this in such a way that it doesn't affect your friends.
That's the plan.
Yes.
That's why I moved.
Okay. So reflex save for half for the zombie. That's a 4. So you unleash your sonic scream, and much like Sindel from Mortal Kombat, it is so powerful that the zombie's head just simply explodes.
Impressive. Oh, sorry. Fatality.
You also blast off like what was left of its skin. It's pretty much just a skeleton on the floor now. All right.
Sarah continues to do war cries as a oops. Anyway,
No worries, yeah. All right, so Psycho Lady's turn. She likes where she's at. She is gonna continue stabbing Sin. That, however, does not hit. She rolls a 16.
Let's go.
Last zombie's turn. It's gonna walk down the hallway, mindlessly waving its arms around, and tries to bring them down on top of Theo. 18, miss.
Good.
It is Reef's turn.
What is
Reef,
Valley getting done?
Allie is not joining us tonight, from what I understand.
I thought she said she was at like 8 something or other.
Nah, she said she wasn't gonna make it. Reef is going to try to... I hate that I don't know how she has... Her... I don't know if she's like used these spells or not used these spells. She might have already used up her spells for the day. Let's see. All right. Since I don't know, Reef is gonna swing his glaive again.
Man.
Damn. Unlucky.
At least he didn't waste one of his spells for that, bro.
Right. All right. It's the end of Reef's turn. Sin, you're up.
All right. I've had enough of this. I had enough of this bitch. Time for her to die.
Okay.
Yeet.
24 hits.
Yes. Instead of doing sneak attack, I'm going to use both the dice for a +10 to a free intimidate roll.
Okay.
Yeet. 44.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yes. I've been meaning to ask this, but I keep forgetting. Question. When she rolls to see if she's frightened or not, does the debuff from Shaken apply first?
I don't think it does because it's happening all at once.
There.
Let's see. Will save. This is considered mind affecting. She actually takes a penalty to mind affecting, due to her current state of mind, which That's another story in of
Lower than
itself.
16.
And actually, the penalty is gonna make the difference here. It's a 15.
Let's go.
So she is frightened for a round, and then shaken thereafter.
Well, how many rounds? Because I rolled really high. And I also get to roll 1d4 to add to shaken because of my feet. Because I'm wearing such a glorious cape. Yeet. 4 extra rounds of shaken.
Okay. So yeah, let me let's see. Demoralize. Duration increases. Okay, so yeah, like I said, the frighten is just 1 round. There's no modifying that. But the shaken condition is going to last for quite a while. Let's see what her DC is. So it's 10 plus.
She doesn't get a DC for shaken.
No, well, her demoralized DC. Like the amount that you have to roll in the intimidate check to demoralize her at all. That's what I'm calculating here. It's it's 10 plus hit dice plus wisdom. So DC is 19. That is 44. So that is 6 plus the roll you made. So yeah, 1 round of fear, frightened condition, and then 10 rounds of shaken. So full minute.
Oh yes. Glorious. And now because I use sneak attack, I'm gonna lower her AC. So -2 for everyone else, -4 because of me, because I'm awesome like that.
Okay, that is actually probably the best debuff that you could have put on her. So
Yes.
let me indicate that quickly.
Should I use Piranha Strike? Yes, I'm feeling spiteful.
All right.
So I can.
Yeah.
Yeet.
21 hits.
Yes, and we're applying full stick attack this time.
Okay, so that's 8,
damage.
right? Okay, so another 8. Nice.
Then I'm turning off Piranha Strike for my gore because gore is already at -5.
Yeah, smart.
Yeet. Oh.
That's a hit.
And then more sneak attack.
Solid.
Oh, 9, because I turned off Piranha Strike this time. So
Yep.
how much damage? 4.
19, 30, 34 by my count.
Is she alive?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dang it. It doesn't matter. She's not going to be alive for very long because she has to run her next turn. And opportunity attack is going to kick the dub. I'm calling it now. Great brand prediction. That is the end of my turn.
All right. Cool. On Vondilla's turn. Vondilla is going to reach out and touch the zombie.
Reach out and
Hey,
touch.
yo.
Precisely.
I thought she was supposed to be holy. Ain't supposed to do that.
Well, it's going to deal some damage. So the zombie actually makes the save, hits 15 on the will save. So 3 points of positive energy damage. And that's going to be her turn.
Strong-willed zombie.
Yeah, it's got like a, I don't know, +3 or something. Not super high, but it just rolled well. All right,
Higher than me?
we're back at the top of the round. Theo, you're up.
Can I reach out and touch face with a bow?
Yeah, you can fire your bow again.
I'll try and not miss this time. Can you roll for me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I got it. 2 shots. We have 13. That's a miss. Natural 20 on the second. Not a confirmed critical, but that's still 8 points of piercing damage.
Sweet.
So not bad. Do you want to? Well, you can move 5 feet because you attacked twice, but up to you.
Yeah. I'll move 5 feet within range.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you're still in range. Okay. Nadia, your turn.
I'm gonna shoot the lady again.
Okay.
Yay!
20 misses.
What?
What?
Even with
Oh, I
the
thought I
minus
natural
2 from her
one.
AC.
Yes, correct. Dirty 20 still misses.
Oh, you
Uh,
suck. I'm just kidding.
Will the spiritual weapon be able to detect a zombie if I move to here?
Yes, it can hit with its reach.
Okay. That's my turn, I guess.
16 hits, 4 points of force damage. Sarah, your turn. You still have Sonic Scream active.
So I'm gonna scream at that one too.
Okay.
Do I hit Sonic Scream again, or should I just like roll?
You get the spell again. The second roll is in the spell. So 5. Okay. Reflex save. Natural 20. So it takes 2 points of sonic damage.
Ah,
All right. So,
Sarah's throat's getting a little sore, I guess.
oh no. All right, so enemy turn. She is going to she's going to run because she's frightened. That's right.
She gotta run.
So 5, 10
Opportunity attack, baby.
Yep, opportunity attack. 30-foot speed. 15, 20,
And
25,
just because I can, I'm feeling extra mean. I am going to
30.
Haboosh. Oh yes.
She actually never gets out of Reef's range, so he does not get an opportunity attack. But yours does hit.
All right. How badly injured is she? Before the roll.
Hurt, but still okay.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna make her fearful again by adding +10 to my next intimidate.
Okay.
A yeet. 33.
We'll save natural 1.
Yes.
So she's going to be frightened again next turn.
And because I can, more dice for more shaken rounds because I'm feeling evil today.
Okay.
So all the D4s are also feeling quite evil today.
So that gets us up to like 16 rounds of shaken.
Let's go. So what is that? At almost 3 minutes?
It's 10 rounds to a minute, so it's like a minute and a half.
Fair enough.
All right, so zombie is going to hit the closest thing. The closest thing is Vondilla. That's a hit. 15. Vondilla takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Reef's turn. Reef is gonna swing batter. Miss.
On our escape route, Reef.
And then, yeah, he's gonna fly over to there. Sin's turn.
Oh, can I? Oh, that's a straight line. I'm going to charge and then sneak attack again.
Okay.
I can sneak attack after a charge because I'm cool like that.
True.
And then I'm going to Haboom.
That's a hit.
Yes. And let's make her more frightened. Like, Sin is unreasonably angry that someone got the drop on him because I'm supposed to get the drop on people.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, hey.
My job. Aye. 35.
35. Okay.
This ain't about dealing damage anymore. This is about the principle.
Yeah, I can tell. It's a 4 on the will save.
Or D4s. Okay, I can live with that.
All right, we're over like 2 minutes of shaken time now.
Yes. And that's all I got.
All right. Vondilla 5-foot step. She's gonna heal herself. Theo's turn.
Am I still within range of the crazy lady?
Yep, you still have line of sight. It's just a different direction now as you watched as she ran screaming out of the room that she was in, and is about to run into the waiting arms of Reef. But yes, you are still in range to shoot, and you certainly can if that's what you want to do.
I will try 2 shots, please.
First one hits. It's 25. You deal 7 points of piercing damage. Second one is a 12 that sails wide. At this point, the assailant here is going to drop to her knees. Let's see if is there a voice line for this. Nope. But she is gonna fall to her knees and start just like frantically screaming, sort of unintelligibly at first, but eventually, Sin, you and Reef can start making out words that sound like surrender. In the meantime, Nadia, there is still a zombie to deal with right here, and it's your turn.
Spiritual weapon gonna hit the gold thingy.
Okay.
The zombie.
That hits, and that is actually just enough damage to destroy it.
Guys, I'm almost done with this mask, and my hand is almost pink.
I'm making a pink Deadpool mask.
It's not pink. Okay, it's maroon and it's red. So he got the wrong color mask. So he bought dye, and now I'm dyeing the mask maroon.
You said magenta earlier. Magenta's pink, you liar.
Wait, it looks magenta. Like, I'm
Maroon and
colorblind.
magenta are not the same.
All right, but what does this bitch say as she's down on her knees?
She's gonna do a few things down there. She goes
Yeah, I
back.
bet. She's an
I
elf.
bet
can
she
suck me
is.
off.
Thank you, Nadia. I'm no longer bleeding. I
Why
appreciate
not even
it.
know this?
Sin was. I like to think that Sin was so angry that he forgot he was bleeding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're still bleeding, and I have not been.
Oh, I've been dealing the damage. I'm at 32 health right now.
Okay, cool. Glad you're on top of it. Anyway, so the assailant here, she is just on her knees, obviously very scared, screaming about surrendering. She is rifling through some of the pouches on her belt, and she is going to grab a potion, and she's going to attempt to drink it.
Can I shoot it
Oh,
out of her
nah.
hand?
You can certainly try.
I will shoot 1 arrow to try and shoot it out of her hands. And I guess I would it be acrobatics or dexterity or something like that as a bonus?
Let me,
Or just a basic shot?
let me see the rules here. Pathfinder, Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this would fall under.
I guess it would be a trick shot, wouldn't it?
There's a separate set of rules for something called a called shot, and we're gonna go with that. All right, yeah. So we will say okay, called shot. Oh, I see. It's like various penalties based on how difficult what it is that you're trying to do. So let's see what the roll is.
Well, how difficult would you say that what I'm trying to do is?
Um,
It would be an aimed shot.
Aim,
so I guess it would
aim
be
shot.
fair to
You're either trying to hit her in the arm to get her to drop the item, or you're just trying to shoot the item out of her hand. Ultimately depends which way you want to look at it. Either way, you fire your first shot and it misses. If you so choose, I mean you have enough time in your so-called turn here to fire a second one if you want.
I could try.
All right. I rolled both. The second one is actually a natural 20. So
Nice.
the arrow goes straight through the potion vial, destroying the potion, or at least sending the liquid all over the floor. And now she's like even more panicked and is trying to dig for another one. Reef is going to take a step forward and attempt to grab her. .24 is pretty good. Let's see if it's
more damage.
Yeah, so Reef establishes a grapple.
Yes.
And he kind of just looks towards Sin and says, what are we doing here?
First things first, if this person is any way related to Lamb, she has some answering to do.
Who?
Oh, you don't know him. Child. Do I want to say slave trader? I'm going to say slave trader. Child slavery.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let's get into potentially questioning here.
Very much so.
There's a list of stuff she knows. Let me get to it.
So Sin's gonna yank on her hair to make her look at him, put his golden rapier
Like what,
up
like
to her neck, and
Nanami?
demand answer.
Are you doing like a Nanami kind of style thing?
No idea what that is.
Oh my god, I'm gonna show you the clip. Hold on.
Anyway,
Okay, so all right, now that I have the information in front of me, how's the line of questioning going here, and what are we looking to be diplomatic, or are we trying to scare answers out of her?
I would say scare.
Or some
I'm definitely scaring answering out of her.
Okay.
I ain't being diplomatic.
All right.
If Sarah wants to be diplomatic because she's the bard, then maybe
Sarah
I'll
will come
reconsider.
along. Sarah's happy to be diplomatic. So, I'll. Sorry, I'm having trouble with words today. All right. Oh. Sarah's just gonna saunter on over.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna actually kind of like squat down in front of, like, not really squat or kneel. She's gonna kind of do that thing where you get down at someone's levels, but you're not sitting on the ground.
You're squatting, kind of.
Kind of like you're. Sorry, whenever I'm thinking squat, I'm thinking like poop squat.
Taking a knee. I don't know.
Yeah, taking a knee. Let's go with that. I'm not doing well on the words today. I'm like, hey, what you doing?
So,
or rather, why you here?
Yeah, I'm gonna need some type of check here.
Oh, right, you need diplomacy roll. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
diplomacy roll. If that's how you're going about it. 29, pretty good. She gives you a high-pitched giggle in response, and all she tells you is, says, "Ooh, I like your tone. It sounds like my darling Rolf's silken tongue."
Sarah cringes.
Then punches her in the back of the head.
Okay.
Answer the question.
Roll intimidate.
Alright, do I, like, can I, since I punched her, can I, like, add +10 to the roll just because?
No, just make the roll.
Fine, I don't get my +10. I guess I'll settle for 20.
You don't need the +10 anyway.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna go with this and hope that this this voice line makes sense, but this is more or less what you get.
So you want to torture me for information? Well, I really like that approach. Oh, bring it on, love. Oh, do it. Oh.
Creepy as fuck.
Needless to
Sarah
say, that did not work.
Sarah starts cracking up, and she's like, "Really?" Like, dude, honey, if you're gonna pretend that gets you off, you can do way better than that.
Roll sense motive.
Alright.
See if she's faking it or not.
Ooh, I want to help her.
I'm also gonna roll, even though I'm not gonna succeed. I can feel it in my bones. And I roll better than her.
And I roll better than both of you.
Yeah, I would say that Nadia is really the only one that gets as far as figuring out that that's legit. She delights in the notion of being tortured for information. She
And
is
how close am I real out? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
very
So
masochistic.
how does
and
Nadia deliver that to Sarah? Sarah's like, "Really, really?" And Nadia's like, "No, she's being serious."
Yeah, no, she's enjoying herself.
And Sarah just looks at her and goes, "Really?" To each their own, I guess.
she's just giggling maniacally before
Sarah's
you.
like, "Oh, you said your darling Rolf? Oh, are you two an item?"
She says, "Oh yes, Rolf is my love. I can't get enough of that man."
Oh, please, you know nothing about him.
Sarah's again gonna see if she's like being sarcastic or
No, she's serious.
Yes, and she's gonna play along and say, oh, please, you don't love him that much.
Like you can tell like by her tone of voice and body language that like she absolutely fawns over this man. Like you, and to the point where you almost think that maybe you can use that against her.
That's the plan.
And wow, so you're so devoted. And yet he left you here with all these zombies?
She just smiles and does like the zip my lip ham motion. You're gonna have to figure out a way to get some more information out of her.
Sarah, I know exactly what to do.
Okay.
I turn to what her face is and I say, I bet you really like him, don't you?
She just nods and starts giggling again.
Well, guess what? I bet you know nothing about him. So can you really call it love?
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. My brother is messaging me and it's something I have to respond to.
Don't worry about it. Also, while you're coming up with an answer, quick question. How gruesome allowed to be on the show?
Try to keep it like not rapey.
Oh, I'm avoiding that entirely. Nah, I ain't doing that.
So I personally,
His mask is painted, but the problem is it's very wet, and I have a feeling that I have to like throw it into the dryer to dry it.
I
And if that's the
personally
case, I
don't.
gotta run to work to do that.
don't care. But you know, if anyone else has objections, you know, I
Well,
definitely.
he has a spare mask, so it's not too big of a deal.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you like whisper me what you want to do? And I'll let you know if it's okay.
We're all just vibing. I like to think that like in situations like this, our characters are just chilling. They're sitting there
It's
inside,
like
just looking at each other, like, what now?
it's like in
My
Baldur's Gate when
imagination,
you
Kim,
get
is like when the DM steps away and it's just like we're all just sitting here. Basically, it's like a pause screen and everyone has like loading wheels above their heads.
yeah. I was gonna say it's
I'm
like in
kind of
Baldur's
imagining
Gate when
it's
you're in
like
a
they're like
social
a video game
scenario
situation
and
where they're idling. They had to idle and they're kind of looking at each other, just like,
sorry, my Discord shit the
what
bed.
are we doing?
Be like that.
So what I was trying to say was that the situation is like in Baldur's Gate when you're at like a social situation and you just get up from your chair without making an answer to the question. What I was trying to say, so I don't know if you heard me. I was saying if you want, you can just like like whisper me what you want to do, and I'll let you know if it's okay. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, just let me know whatever the next course of action is because I definitely missed some of what you said when my brother started messaging me, so I apologize for that.
Sin had said that, oh, I bet you know absolutely nothing about him, basically.
Right, and yeah, so where I kind of left off was I don't know exactly when I dropped out, but um
I didn't
she
hear any of the response.
yeah she kind of did like the the kind of zip my lip hand motion, sort of indicating that like you're gonna have to try a little harder to get more information out of her.
After what Sin said?
Can I just go over and make out with her and see if that works?
Well, so much for nothing rapey, Mrs. That's bad for.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
She's an elf.
holy.
Well, obviously intimidation's not working, so she just needs someone new to fawn over, and Sin's not gonna do it. And I
Intimidate
don't think
will
the
work.
big
I
guy's
just need to
gonna
roll
grow.
higher.
No, I don't think it will. She's
For us,
definitely
So,
into it.
anyway, so so she says that to Sin, and I'm like, oh, Roth. That's Roth Lamb, right? The necromancer?
She gives a very knowing and exaggerated nod with a mm-hmm.
Man.
And since motivating him.
I wonder how much he looks like his father. You know what happened to his father, right?
She sits and thinks for a moment and actually shakes her head. She doesn't know, or she's at least trying to tell you that she doesn't know.
Rory, time. Okay, this is where I shine. All right, so his father was a drug lord, and he fucked up me out of some money, and then killed my fiance. That was fun. So I found him in his home, and I beat the son of a bitch to death. And your very, very lovely partner, do you know what he did next?
Oh, I'm dying to know. Please tell me.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of cool, because I'm assuming he had. I really don't know much about his childhood, but honestly, if I had land for a dad, I'd probably do this too. He reanimated his dad and made him into like his little slave. I'm not gonna. I'd be lying if I said that wasn't cool.
That's fucked up.
Can I
But then
tell?
we found
Can I
his
tell you a
dad.
secret?
Sure.
I already knew all of that.
So you know what I did to his dad, right?
Sure do. It sounds delightful. And she just starts cackling.
Sarah is actually gonna go all in on this and be like, actually, not gonna lie, it was.
Must have felt great for you. All that catharsis.
Not as thrilling as I would have thought. Not gonna lie though, it was fun.
She just says, so, are we just going to sit around here and do boring stuff, or are you guys going to do something with me?
I don't know. That's up to you. I mean, you seem very intent on not doing anything, and I'm down to sit here and just talk about and sit here and just have girl time.
She says, well, come on. Make it worth my while. Surely
but
there's
you're
something you
stuck
want to
with
threaten me with.
But
Oh, yeah,
Starting to
no
clearly,
idea.
you don't like. Clearly, the threats aren't going to do anything.
Threaten her with a good time.
So, I'm all down for sitting here and comparing notes, and you can talk about your live one, and I can talk about my dead one. And hold on, Alex, call me right back.
Is there anyone who hasn't participated much in this scene that would like to? I'm just curious to see if...
Can I just go over to her and threaten her with a good time to see if that she takes the bait?
Sure. Go ahead. Like, what do you say to her?
So she's like fawning over this other person, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, well, what if I could be better than him?
She just says, I very much doubt that, but go on.
Well, I don't know. I honestly, I wasn't here last session, so I don't know what this guy does.
He's- He's a necromancer. Sarah told the story of how he reanimated his own father after you guys had killed him. That was the zombie that you faced when you were recovering the body from the dead
She
Warrens.
gave up on threatening her, so she's just kind of like, yeah, we're gonna have girl time. Since torture doesn't work, I'm gonna threaten you with a good time.
Yes, it's all threatening her with a good time. How do you feel? I don't know what this chick is into. It's hard to read her. She's definitely a psycho crazy bitch. She's definitely into some kinky shit. I don't know. I gotta threaten her with a good time.
Try tying her up while you do it.
Reef.
Oh yeah, I could tie her up. Can I tie her up?
I think she'll
the way
enjoy
I
that.
type-
She
the way-
offers
the way I
no
type it
resistance
up-
at all to being bound. Yeah.
Oh,
And she's like, "Ooh, you're gonna tie me up? This is gonna get interesting."
I could do more if you tell us more.
Oh, but that's no fun.
I mean, it's
You-
equivalent exchange, quid pro quo. I'm not gonna do things to you if you don't give me what I want.
You're not much of a negotiator, are you?
No, I'm not. I leave that up to Reef, and Reef's not here right now. my job is strategizing, not. Wait, who's
All right.
on the? Sarah, negotiate.
I will throw you a bone through Reef. Reef is going to kind of just look down with a "I'm so done with this" expression on his face, and just says, "Well, the other option is we could take you to prison." And at this point, she kind of like, obviously she's bound, so it's not like her you could see much body language or limb movement or anything, but she kind of perks up at that line.
That is kind of something what Reef would say. I'm just saying, like, Reef would totally go that option.
And she looks back at Reef and just says, "You wouldn't."
Oh yeah.
You're afraid of prison, but you're not afraid of being tortured to death?
Sarah is bewildered, like in her head, like, that worked?
This is a masochist you're talking to. She gets off on self-harm and things like that, so.
No, I know. So Sarah's like, that worked.
Well, it hasn't quite worked yet. I'll roll an intimidate check for Reef, because
I help him.
Clearly that is something that is triggering to her. Sure. How are you going to help?
You know what?
I'm gonna tell her the details of the prison. Like, there was absolutely nothing in the cell, nothing to harm herself with, no chains. It's just her in a room.
Sarah hears
I like that. Yeah, that's good.
On.
Yeah.
Sarah's like, yeah, there's
Find that one is still high enough to help. Let's go.
Nothing to do. It's actually quite boring. You get a hole to do your business. They feed you 3 times a day. You're closely monitored. You get like nothing. Just you and your thoughts.
Nice. Okay, so pretty good assistance all around. Reef actually rolled high enough without it, but either way, you guys helped. She, once again, it's like, it's almost like a switch goes off in her head, and she kind of, slumps about as much as one who's bound by rope can. And she just says, "All right, I'll talk." This was the line for the prison.
I'm not made for prison. Oh, well, talk, just not prison. They don't let you have anything sharp, and it's so dark and damp and gross.
So yeah, you were kind of spot on with the whole, like, nothing.
You're a big wow.
Yeah,
complaining about prison.
She does have a very like childlike aura about her. All right, so she has agreed to talk. I'm just going to start with this line and then we'll go from there.
Okay. You see, my darling Rolf sent me here to kill off those rich people attending the party. All the others, like the servants, were just a bonus for me. Did you see the dancing ones? Oh, isn't it so funny?
So yeah, we'll pick up the questioning from there.
All right, bitch, where's Ruan?
Don't know, don't care. But when Darling showed up, he had 2 of these odd bird mess doctors by his side. He had them carry the boy off. Before my baby left, claiming he needed some time alone, he suggested me staying and having fun with my new friends, and so I did. Actually, I think Rolf wanted me to not be on the streets while the plague is about. He's so shy when it comes to showing his love. Oh, it's so cute.
One thing I will add to the voice line is that when she gets to the part where she says, spending time with her new friends, you can see her kind of like nodding and gesturing towards like all of the
the corpses that are strewn all over this place.
Wait a minute.
Also, did she describe the plague doctors to us? Did I hear that right?
She simply said there were
thinking the
two
same
men
thing.
with plague masks that were with Rolf. Yes, so that
Okay.
that does ring a bell. That hey, maybe it's those guys that were with Dr. DeValis way back when. And I say way back when as if it's been more than a few days, but yeah, it's that
What
does
is this?
kind of
Sorry.
set off. All I was going to say was that it does kind of set off like an aha in all of your heads.
So you're charming whatever his face is. Exactly what does he look like?
Who does who look like? Rolf or Ruan or
Ralph.
okay, Rolf. I don't think there's a button for Rolf's physical description, so I'm just gonna find the picture that they have and I'll go off of that. So the image that I have here for Rolf, he is a middle-aged man with long, dark brown or black hair. It looks kind of greasy in the artwork, which kind of makes sense. He's got no facial hair other than a little bit of like a, I don't want to call it like a goatee. It's kind of more like a patch that goes down from, just down the middle of his chin. Actually, you know what? I think I may or may not have put in a handout for Rolf. No, I haven't. Once I put it in, I'll share it with everybody because she would give you like a perfect physical description of him. But yeah, he's he also kind of looks like he's got some broad shoulders. And she also describes that he has like a one of his upper teeth is missing. Has a big smile that, according to her, lights up the room. Not too many other people would think that, but yeah, she describes Rolf to you as best she can.
All right. Does this person look anything like the doctor guy we saw before?
No, that description does not match Dr. DeValis like at all.
All right, so we got two options. Either the doctors, like the witch doctors, are like on doing their own thing, or Rolf is actually using actually, I'm not sure if I know the spell exists. Tim,
What?
do I notice the guy's self that much?
Like, would you know that spell exists? Yeah, I think you would.
I'm a very shady people, and I deal with shady people.
Yeah,
So
you.
that was my
I mean,
excuse.
you would know that Vondel actually has that spell, so you would know, like, you would know a general idea of how it works. Yeah,
we saw her use it. We saw her use it. I remember.
that's true. Yeah, she did use it. All right, I'm gonna drop the artwork that they have here in the Pathfinder text channel so you guys can see what he looks like.
I didn't see
I'm
him
gonna
before.
assume in game I'm gonna assume that Jocelyn just like pops out a little mini portrait of him.
Well, she wouldn't be able to do that because she's bound, but she would if she were able, probably.
What the?
Okay, that's how he looks. How does Rolf behave? What is mannerisms, typical behavior?
Let's see. What can I tell you about that? Any buttons for that? Not exactly. Okay, so she is going to just start gushing about all things Rolf because you asked. Just like, oh my god, like he's so handsome and he takes such good care of me and he's so smart and he's always thinking of new things to do and and ways to make money and just involve himself with all types of people and just going on and on and on. And it becomes a little bit hard to understand as she goes on. Like she definitely like kind of loses the plot and just goes off into, you know, fairy tale love life mode when describing Rolf. But
Harley Quinn and the Joker.
yeah, like a lot of the information that she would have gotten out in the beginning, like I said, like his personality traits, how he treats her and all that, like you could tell just by the way that she's explaining it that that's more or less true, or at least that's what she believes to be true.
Not what I wanted.
Like,
Who's the
I
last
also
person
am going to
she
assume
talked
at this point she has no reason to lie. Like, she genuinely believes that, like.
Yeah. Reef is gonna kind of give her a little shot in the back and say, what's his involvement in all this?
I don't know. Whoever this new boss is, oh, I really don't like him or her. As she's keeping my beloved away from me, holed up in some hidden laboratory. It better
Wait.
not be a her.
Did
This
she say her?
yeah, so this might go with this one.
Somebody sounds jealous.
Reef is gonna press the so I have justification to hit this button. Reef will kind of press and point at all the corpses and say, well, why them?
I don't know why he wanted them dead. My darling Rolf really isn't acquainted with this sort of people. Perhaps it was an assignment by his new employer. Didn't know, didn't care. He gave the order, so I came.
You're a psycho.
Yes.
No.
So yeah, she does, like I said, she does drop the information that Rolf has one or perhaps two bosses above him. She is unsure of the of who they are and even what parts they have. So that is what she has right now. And and Reef will ask one more question before I turn it over back to you guys to continue. He just says, well, where's Rolf now?
Oh, I haven't seen him in weeks, except the morning after this party crash. He came by to congratulate me on a job well done, and then he left again.
Sin, make a perception check, please.
You get it with my great perception.
There's some information available here that you would. Oh,
Nope.
I'll have Reef make
I
the
will
check to
happily
try
make
to
a perception
assist.
check in just a second.
Yeah, I think Sarah could potentially know what's going on with her.
Oh, thank God.
Disposition.
Hold on. I just stepped out for a second.
Reef is going to take a look at her eyes after she finishes speaking, and her eyes are kind of just like drifting back and forth, like she's kind of looks like she's a little bit out of it. Maybe it's the all the injuries from the fight, or maybe it's something else entirely. And Reef is actually going to look up at Sin and just go, I think she's on drugs.
Yeah, that would explain a lot.
Oh, that means she has a drug stash somewhere.
She
Sin,
just
in
might.
Case. Just in case. Hey, Sarah, can you make sure she's not under some sort of spell?
That's a good question. Can I make sure she's not under some sort of spell?
Detect magic.
Thank you.
There you go.
She does hit for some sort of magical involvement. Let's see here. There are two magical auras currently affecting her. Actually, Yeah, they would probably both still be affecting her. One is an abjuration aura, and the other one is transmutation.
Abjuration's probably why she was so hard to hit, but
The
transmutation, what's that one about?
the transmutation one aura is slightly more powerful than the abjuration one. At this point, Nadia or Sarah, since you said she was going to cast it as well, either one of you can make a spellcraft roll to try and determine what's currently affecting Jolistina here. Oh, very
Damn.
nice.
If I do a good enough backflip, can it help?
No.
Okay, so both of you know that she is affected by multiple spells currently. However, these are spells that she cast on herself prior to combat. She is affected by a shield spell, and she's also affected by Cat's Grace. Nothing that would insinuate mind control or anything more nefarious than that.
Sarah just looks up. She goes like, I mean, she put some like defensive spells on herself, like spells for her fighting. But other than that, she very much thinks all of this. She's not. No one's controlling her. At least not magically.
Probably manipulating her through her emotions and whatnot,
Well, I did say at least not magically. I didn't discount that.
is what I'm saying. I turned to look at her. Alright, anything else useful?
You're actually gonna get a line for free here. She's just gonna
Hey.
start. She's just gonna start talking again.
The name doesn't ring a bell, but from how you describe him. Oh, I have seen him. That's right. Rolf asked me to capture alive any young, healthy looking Varisians and keep them safe until he arrived. That boy was the only one at the party. Poor lonely baby. So I did as my cherish told me to.
So that goes hand in hand with the boy who was given over to the plague doctor people. That fits Ruan's description, by the way.
Alright, so he's somewhere here, or was he taken away?
So here, I'll play the line again. So
Don't know, don't care. But when Darling showed up, he had two of these odd bird mess doctors by his side. He had them carry the boy off. Before my baby left, claiming he needed some time alone, he suggested me staying and having fun with my new friends, and so I did. Actually, I think Rolf wanted me to not be on the streets while the plague is about. He's so shy when it comes to showing his love. Oh, it's so cute.
God damn it.
yeah, that amounts to she doesn't know where they took them. You can try sense motive if you want to press her on that or see if she's lying. Up to you.
Why
But-
not? I'm gonna roll higher than Nadia. Where are you? There you are.
Okay. Nadia, with a 21, you feel pretty confident that she's telling the truth.
I tell this to Sin. I don't as loopy as she seems, I think she's telling no lies.
Of course she's not. Alright, well, I got no more questions for her. Anyone else? Going once.
I would think that Reef at this point would say, well, if we're done, what do we do with her now?
Well, that's my point, is that to ask, make sure everyone has no more questions for her. Otherwise, I got
Fair.
a few ideas, and none
Okay.
of them are good.
All right.
Anyway, back from the top. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to say to her?
No.
Sarah?
Sarah's like, I got nothing. This one's a whole this one, or actually, you know what I do? Hey,
Mm-hmm.
my friend here has some really awesome drugs, but and he's willing to share, but he needs to know what you're already taking so that you don't get any bad trips.
She just says, I already have what I need. I just can't reach it right now. So unfortunate.
Where's it at?
She kind of gestures towards one of the pouches on her belt.
Just take all the pouches on her belt.
You open it up and you find a small bag that contains a few doses of what is indeed a drug. Sin, you would likely recognize the drug just on sight. This is a drug called Pesh.
Oh, what does that do?
So Pesh is why isn't there? Huh, weird. Okay. So Pesh can refer to a couple different things. It refers to a narcotic drug that is originally from a region of the world called Katapesh. And Pesh could also refer to a specific type of cactus plant from which the drug is derived. But in this case, of course, it refers to the drug. In its refined form, it additionally can act as sort of an alchemical reagent that can be used to make other drugs. But yes, the Pesh that she has is definitely in sort of the refined form. Basically, the process is the farmers will take the seed pods from the plant. They will score them with sharp blades, which causes sap to ooze out from the seeds, and eventually it'll harden up into sort of a resin. This process is then repeated over the course of a few weeks. At which point the resin is taken and then added to the raw form of the drug, which can be taken from the leaves of the plant, and then sort of just combined and sort of like pressed into these like sticky little like black they almost look like sugar cubes, except they are black, and they can either just be like eaten, they can be rolled up into joints or blunts and smoked, or you can even mix them into drinks. The drug is also noted for having a very sour taste. And then its effects are it's a powerful hallucinogen, like some of the other drugs that you've had in the past. Those who take the drug can experience feelings of euphoria, paranoia, or even aggression. And about an hour after the initial consumption, it will leave the person who takes it feeling a little fatigued. But yeah, that's what you know about the drug.
Alright, definitely need a reminder for what it does later. But right now, we
I will
need
just
to confirm a few things.
I will just put something else in the Pathfinder chat. I'm actually just going to link the wiki page,
Very cool.
so you'll have that information now.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Everyone happy? No one else got any questions for her?
She's kind of like squirming around in the bindings, like, let me have some.
No. You said you
No.
have everything you need. So, and you
Yes,
won't tell us what you're on. So, no.
and you're taking it from me. That's what I need.
No.
It's either that or I take your life. So that's the thing.
Sarah's just like, nope. Just no. You were a bad girl. Sarah just like, no. You were a bad girl. You don't get treats.
She just says, "Oh, I already feel like I'm in prison."
It's gonna get worse. All right.
Allie just frantically saying stuff in the group chat. No treats, they're reefs now. Reef.
I hear Reef.
Sorry.
I am expecting that Reef says this in character. Like, nope.
Yeah, Reef just
No treats.
actively
Reef-
trying to repo the Pesh
Yeah.
for his own purposes. But all right, if there are no further questions, all I would need to know now is what you are going to do with her. Whether that's take her to
Sarah
prison, leave
looks
her here,
at-
kill her,
Right.
whatever.
Sin and goes, prison?
I'm thinking about it, but to be honest, nah. We have a
We
few
can
options.
also set her with a loving we can also set her up with a loving family that won't let her have drugs, but will give her attention
Absolutely not.
and teach her the value of hard work.
No.
I was like, I think that sounds like prison. I think that sounds worse than prison to her.
Yeah, nah. Here's what I'm thinking. Either we torture her, kill her, or we just give her to Theo and Theo takes her to a dark corner.
Sarah's like, okay, so we're not giving her to Theo to take to a dark corner. And she's literally too kinky to torture.
I mean, if she's gonna die, then she might as well go die doing what she loves, I suppose.
I'm also like not a fan of just killing her.
Why not?
She's clearly, well, she's high as fuck right now. B, there's clearly some type of emotional manipulation going on.
Don't care, but continue.
C, she's obviously has some mental problems that probably need to be taken care of.
And why should I care?
Because then we have to do something with the body, and we're essentially giving her necromancer boyfriend a present on a silver platter.
And we'll burn her body. Problem solved.
Sarah just face palms. I'm not gonna kill somebody just because it's convenient.
I mean, I'll kill her if it makes you feel any better.
I mean, you can just
No,
all
it
kill
doesn't.
her.
I'm sorry, Nadia. Can you say that again?
I wasn't Nadia.
Oh, that was
Theo.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I said we could
Theo-
all just kill her together. Cut off some
I like
limbs.
that
Make
idea.
it so that a necromancer can't put her back together.
No. No, I don't want to.
No, can we
Team-
not?
Team exercise. Team building exercise, matter of fact.
No.
Theo went from Mr. Steal Yo Girl to Mr. Kill Yo Girl real quick.
Sarah grabs Nadia and Vondilla's hands, and like they form a little ring around her and be like, no killing.
No killing. No.
Sin gets ready to jump in order to kill her. Like,
Sin.
like 1,
Sin.
2. What?
I'm gonna put. No.
What do you mean? No. Why
No.
Do you thi-
No.
Oh, I'm-
No. No.
shush,
No. No killing. No.
Sarah, time out. You think it's a better punishment to put her in jail because it'd be more punishment, but you don't want her to get killed. So I don't get it.
I was saying that because anything else I suggest you're going to say no to. You're also the one who brought up prison. I'm not a fan of torturing her. She's given us all the information she could. I'd honestly rather see her rehabilitated because I do. She's clearly has power.
She is half the stabby that I have, so I'm not really that concerned.
I'm sorry, did you say half the stabby?
Yeah, she stabbed me, but I stabbed her even better, and she was afraid of me for how good I am at stabbing.
Stab me. I heard stabby as in like she has half the stabby. Like stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab.
That's exactly what I said. She has half the stabby ability that I have.
You hear her voice pipe up again. I want Rolf to stab me.
But if we don't shut up, I'm gonna
Hey,
have.
Tim, quick question. Hey, God, are there therapists in this world?
Maybe. I would imagine that there would have to be that type of profession that exists.
Hey God, can she afford a therapist?
No, even better.
That's a good question.
Can
Let
we-
me look at her like loot list.
No, Sarah's like, no, I got this. You don't have to worry about that.
If you offer to pay for her therapy, I'm going to stab her.
Oh, no. Sarah's just gonna look and be like, okay, let me explain something to you about academia. And granted, this is not a world that I was in, but this is something that I know from my sister is a big deal. She is a and Sarah is like kind of whispering this to Sin, like she is a nutcase. And do you know how and academics have to constantly publish, okay? So they constantly have to write papers about their experiments and their results, and they get better job opportunities. I have a friend, right? Or
Are you talking
rather,
about
I want
yourself?
to give her to my sister's rival. Do you know how much do you know how much you can publish on just this alone?
So you think that she'd be a pretty good publisher? That's what you're saying.
No. I think I think she's just very interesting to study.
No, not really. She's crazy, and that's all you really need to know. Problem solved.
Listen. Sorry, I
Yeah,
just saw
I
that.
am a bit of a psychopath.
Complete psychopath.
No, you don't understand. So things that we're just like, yeah, no, it's this. Move on. The people in like universities, the scholars, they think there's do you know there's a whole field devoted to just studying bugs? And there's like people who spend their entire lives just studying one type of bug?
I heard something about that. Go on.
Like, give a crazy person like that, like somebody who thinks the most boring, inane thing. There are literally elite scholars who watch plants grow. Like they sit there and just watch grass grow and take notes on it.
I do that when I smoke a little too much shit. I watch grass grow.
Nothing wrong with that.
Watching grass grow is pretty nifty.
Oh my god. Point being, we can give her to one of these guys. And it's a public good. And she will be forced to learn how to be like, and she'll be put into a boring situation where she has to talk about her feelings all the time. But it'll be a net positive because she's clearly very powerful, and honestly, it looks like she knows how to do things with bodies. And maybe like we can make her, maybe she'll become a healer, maybe she'll become a mass murderer, or more likely she's just going to die in obscurity.
You're complicating this too much. How about we just put her in prison?
There's like, I mean, this wasn't originally my plan, but like,
The options are kill her or put her in prison.
I want
agree.
to fuck with my sister.
I had a third option, but
Your
Sarah shut
sister.
that down.
I agree with Sarah. Let's fuck with Sarah's sister.
You don't even know anything about Sarah's sister, Nani. Also, aren't you supposed to be a good person? Why are you messing with people?
You didn't grow up with my sister.
Hmm. You're making some good points. There's one little problem.
What?
I really don't care about the public good, to be honest. I'd rather just get her out of this world so she doesn't cause me to harm anyone else. So
Sarah's gonna
That's
turn
right.
around and go and be like, "Hey, you want to help me get revenge for my sister?"
how funny is it?
Sarah's like, "Shh, wasn't talking to you."
Oh, boo.
It's like we can take you to prison, or you can help me get revenge on my sister. Sarah getting
I
no
think your
response,
Discord
just
is
starts poking.
acting up again.
Poke, poke, poke. Hello. Oh God, I think the drugs did it.
Huh?
She is just like, this is so boring. And at this point, I think this would be something that Reef would do. I mean, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but Reef would
Feel like,
probably
yeah,
say something like, no matter what we decide, we're taking your stuff.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. That was always going to happen. But your choice: prison? Help me fuck with my sister. Prison? Help me fuck with my sister.
Roll your choice, diplomacy or intimidate. You've already gotten her to talk, so the DCs aren't going to be quite as high. But yeah, your choice of what you want to roll here. Diplomacy,
Damn.
that's really good.
There's like, I should warn you. Helping me fuck with my sister is going to be a lot like prison because they're going to force you to talk about your feelings all the time.
She just says, well, I don't want to go to prison. So I guess I don't have a choice.
I mean, you do have a choice. It's either white padded room with people asking you questions and forcing you to talk about your feelings, or prison. One of these, they're not that much different. It's just one of these has more people involved.
The other option that she's not suggesting to you is that we cut you up into like a little tiny pieces and scatter you across the land.
You're gonna choose that option, you know it, Theo.
Sarah just face palms.
We're going with the 1 dead elf and 10 trash cans suggestion.
Yes.
It's either she goes to prison, which is deep, dark, and grody, or she can go to therapy, which is bright, white, and clean.
As someone who just came from therapy, no, it's not.
You still need therapy, Theo.
I'm talking out of character.
In that case, you still need
To be fair,
therapy, Leo.
Sarah's not actually suggesting. Sarah's essentially suggesting like psychological study. So so she would be in a white padded room most of the time.
And call it a day. Maybe they'll put her on clozapine or something.
That's essentially what Sarah is suggesting.
Put her on lithium. You know, my brother was on lithium. He was fucking out of his mind when he was on lithium.
Why would anybody be on lithium? That's,
I don't know why they put him on lithium. It's probably because they're just threatening to kill himself.
It's commonly used for schizophrenic and bipolar.
oh, I thought he suddenly turned into a Toyota Prius. I mean, he is kind of if the Prius was a person. Actually, no, that's an insult to Toyota. I shouldn't say that.
He's kind of like a Cybertruck as a person.
Yeah, why not? Why not? We'll go with that. We'll go with the Cybertruck. That's yes. Anyway, during these deliberations, Reef is So I rolled sleight of hand to see like how quickly Reef would basically take all of her stuff. He is being very clumsy about it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's like breaking shit, but he is definitely fumbling around trying to remove all of her stuff, other than the clothes on her back. Though she might like that if if it were to happen. Um, as far
Oh,
I'm attempting to help Reef do his
Okay.
thing.
Okay, so Nadia is
like,
assisting
oh.
and is doing a bit better of a job.
So it's like, oh, the other option that we could do is we can give you over to this guy, and you could do missionary for like the rest of your life. No, not be a missionary. I mean, that's the only position that this one knows how to do.
It's gonna be a running joke, huh? That Theo's into this sort of thing. Gonna be glorious.
So they're like, it's therapy, prison, or very, very boring sex.
With you.
If you're the one who offered, I'm gonna say you.
As far as
No.
the answer to the question of, prison or help with fucking with your sister, she's going to choose the non-prison option if that wasn't clear already. So I will say that it's going to be on you guys to make sure that she remains secure while she is in your custody.
Hey, where's a barrel when you need one?
I mean, you can pretty much see how like psycho she is, this whole time. So I hope
I know
that.
it's
Sarah
not.
just starts tying her up.
Barrel.
Like, like in cartoons when they like tie up a person and it's like rope completely all around their body.
Okay, yeah. So she's already bound. You're just binding her even more.
Yeah, like I am completely wrapping her in rope. Like she cannot move. She
Okay.
looks like a.
I got you. Yeah. So she looks absolutely cartoonish now.
Yeah.
Alright,
That
does you
is
know
the
where
plan.
any of the treasure in this place is?
Um, she basically says to you that, well, as far as what's down here, you're looking at it. I took some. Um, there might be some more upstairs though.
Alright, Nadia, you know what to do. And I'm guessing since rope is really all around her, oh wait, Reef already took it all, right? Reef took all the things.
Reef
Now
took
she's
all the
bound.
things, and now she's like double bound. Like,
And she's
Alright.
bound with her arms behind her back, and her knees are bent and her knees are tied, and like her arms and her ankles and
No,
wrists
she's
are
not
tied together.
bent. She is thick straight, but like completely head to toe
yeah.
wrapped in rope.
No, because I bound her like an S&M style, because she was kinky.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
we undid that and tied her for easy transport.
Yeah,
Oh,
this was kind of like
transportable.
Theo had his fun for a little while at her expense, making her look like that, and now you guys are going with a little more practical solution for transporting her wherever it is that you're going to take her, whether that's with you or if you decide you're just going to lie to her and take her to prison, that's fine too, but whatever works.
Yes.
So yeah, essentially you guys have cleared the first floor completely. You don't know what's upstairs, or even downstairs. There is a cellar here, but yeah. So the stairs leading upwards are actually right over by where you guys currently are. They are right around here.
I'm gonna roll her up the stairs.
Sarah's gonna like, hold up. Can I make a suggestion that we dispose of her before we continue?
Right, and just then pulls out his weapons.
That's not what I meant.
Whenever you say let's dispose of this person, that's literally what it means. No exceptions.
Sarah rolls her eyes, turns to Reef, and says, "Hey, can you help me deliver her somewhere real fast?"
He just
Hey, Reef, put
he
him
just says
in the
sure.
barrel.
Sarah's like, look, we'll be back in about an hour. So Sarah drags her body, drags Reef, and goes, all right, I'm going to give you directions.
Okay.
And so in this time, Sarah has Reef go over to the university.
Okay.
And Sarah actually drops her at her sister's office door with a note that says, have fun, love you, XOXO.
So you
Don't
drop.
untie.
So you drop Jolistina at the academy, where your sister would presumably be. Got it.
If she goes on a murder rampage, I'm going to laugh.
In that case, I'm going
Just
to remove her from the map. All right.
And then we come back.
Okay, so there is quite a long list of items that you would have taken from her. Would you like me to go through those now, or do we want to continue with you guys going upstairs and I can address it either after that or in the group chat?
Let's do it now. Why not?
Do it now? Okay. So you recovered a total of 3 potions, 3 wands. There's also 4 vials of some kind of alchemist substance. Looks like alchemist fire. She also has what appear to be a set of 4. They look like some kind of explosive device. A little hard to tell what they are at first glance. You can definitely inspect those if you like. You take her studded leather armor, which is very finely made. You also get her dagger, her hand crossbow, with a total of 20 bolts. 3 of them look different than the rest. We'll say that. She has a flint and steel, another set of masterwork thieves tools. She has a set of manacles on her as well. Then there's the pesh, various bits of costume jewelry that or otherwise, just nice looking jewelry that she had stolen from the manor. She has a small container of some type of waxy substance and a bunch of money, totaling roughly about 200 gold pieces.
Ooh. Hey, Nadia.
What?
I want to know what the wands do.
Okay. What do I do to that?
Spellcraft.
Use the funny cantrip.
29 is high enough. So we have the following. I'll apply that to the potions as well, the 3 of them. Or sorry, my mistake. There's only 2 because one was broken earlier after she tried to use it. So there is 1 potion of remove disease, and the other is a potion of invisibility.
Oh. I already have potion invisibility, so I'm gonna let Theo have that one, so we can both be invisible boys whenever we have to be schmicky.
Cool. For any other magical items, the studded leather armor is magical. +1 glamored studded leather. I'll have to look up what that does. And then the explosive looking items. I can describe those. These are actually smoke bombs.
Cool.
Let's see here. These. Here we go. Smoke bomb. So, smoke bomb appears as a polished ceramic sphere that can be held comfortably in one hand. You throw a smoke bomb as a splash weapon, and at which point it bursts and fills the space that it lands in with a thick, foul-smelling cloud of gray smoke. Essentially, this is treated the same as a fog cloud spell that lasts for 1 round. Any creature that is struck by a smoke bomb or passes through the cloud must make a fortitude save or be nauseated for 1 round and sickened for 3 rounds after that. Anyone within 5 feet of where the bomb hits are also sickened for 1 round if they fail the saving throw themselves. This is a poison effect, so anything that's immune to poison is immune to this. And value-wise, these would be worth maybe like 100 gold in a store.
Ooh, how heavy is an individual one?
1 pound each.
Dang it, I can't afford it. Or to push on my luck when it comes to my load.
You cannot afford.
I mean, I could carry them.
Yeah, I mean we can sort this all out.
Yeah, we got donkeys and whatnot.
Yeah, you got pack animals and things like that too. So let's see. Any other?
But even with pack animals, I'm struggling here with my weight because everything that has any sort of actual weight to it, I don't want to get rid of. Dang it. Yeah, we're good, nothing.
All
Anyway,
right.
I call dibs on the wands.
So the armor, the magical ability, or the special ability on the armor. So the armor can be. Oh, hold on, that is the wrong.
Do so many things with Animate Dead.
I had the page for
I have no idea what Sculpt Corpse does, but it could
putting.
be funny.
I had the page of putting in a weapon and not the armor. It's basically the same. So the on command, this armor can change shape and appearance to assume the form of just regular clothes. While disguised, it retains all of its properties. The only way that this disguise can be sort of seen through is with true seeing types of spells, similar magic to that. But yeah, so it's a cool little extra effect.
I throw it at Sarah.
Oh.
Seems like the type of person that can use it. So Sarah's now.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. Cool new set of armor for you.
Hey, there, you
Are
got
we
magical
winding
armor.
down at all, or
What was that? I'm sorry, I didn't catch
I
it.
said, are we winding down at all?
I mean we can, yeah.
Violence.
You know, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I know you want to do violence. I just have a lot of things that I have to get done today.
Okay. Do we want to just do, you know, the figuring out what's upstairs basically or in the basement, your
Oh
choice.
yeah, we can do that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
This way at least we're done with the manor. Okay.
I have evil things in mind.
Oh, interesting. Sarah has magic armor already. I guess hers can then the one she has can go to somebody else. Maybe we'll figure it out. All right. So yeah, like I said, there are stairs that go up in this area. A quick search of the first floor now that you have all the space available to you reveals that the steps to the cellar are down in the southern part of the first floor. So which way do you want to go? Up or down?
Up.
We'll go up first. Okay. Let me just move the tokens here. Okay.
Nadia.
Huh?
You hear me, please?
Sorry, what?
Proceeding up,
I need
you
healing.
You get to the second floor and you
no.
find that the room is full of zombies.
Of course it is.
There are. I'm actually just gonna expedite this a little bit. We're just gonna move.
I don't know if you caught that, but Panzer is very perturbed by these zombies.
Yeah, I could tell. All right, so this will be quick. We'll just roll initiative, kill these zombies fast, and then you guys can.
He baited us into another combat.
Like I said, it's zombie.
Tyler.
It's zombies. It's not gonna take long.
But you baited us into another combat. You don't want to check what's upstairs?
Not my fault. You guys are loot goblins.
Yes, it is.
I
You
thought
made it this
Chelsea was
way.
up there. I was like, oh,
Sarah-
okay, he probably has something like extravagant upstairs for us to look at. No, it's just more zombies.
Sarah,
I didn't say there wasn't anything like that upstairs.
on her adventures with Reef, found a giant dog and just like brings him to this and goes, sick 'em! And he kills all the zombies. No, I'm kidding.
Like,
Theo.
But Panzer, you would kill all the zombies because you're a good boy. You are. Yes, you are. You're my good little zombie killer.
Villa. Okay. So, Theo, with your once again very high initiative roll, you are first to act. Theo,
so sorry.
you're good.
I was distracted. I was petting my cat. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I was fully into the softness of the cat. I will. Can I equip my scimitars? Is that what they're in? Do I have scimitars?
You've gladius swords.
Gladiators, yes, the dinosaur swords. I will equip those and I will charge at a nearest zombie and hopefully hit it.
Okay. Yeah, you do. You do.
Sneak
you deal-
attack.
Yeah,
Do
you
I get
deal.
sneak attack?
You do, yeah, because they haven't acted yet. Yeah, so this zombie is just completely obliterated in one strike. Which that's good,
Sweet.
because that was the first one that was going to act.
So,
All right. Sarah. Going to remove Evil Splendor. That would be over by now.
use fireball.
Use Fireball. Don't think that's a bard spell. Okay, yeah, I see the ping. Yeah, that hits. 1 point of damage. Vondilla is going to head on over, and she is going to touch a guy.
How many zombies are there?
There's 4 left. Zombie makes the save and stays upright. Sin, your turn.
Stays upright. Not on my goddamn watch. Hi. 13.
Yeah, it hits. That's enough. It's destroyed.
See, they're not. They're Vandela. Take notes.
Well, she just looks at you and says, "Well, I don't have a weapon."
Oh yeah, Nadia, you're a horrible sister. In my turn.
Okay, horrible sister, it's your turn.
Why am I stung?
Why am I suddenly responsible to provide her with a weapon?
She's your sister, dickwad.
Oh,
We're going shopping after this.
so to describe the zombies, the two that have been killed already were wearing these like really flashy looking like metallic costumes. This one here also looks like that. This one on the far right here is dressed as what looks like to be like royal garb from some faraway land. You're not entirely sure where. And finally, this zombie here is also dressed as a queen from some other place, but her outfit is way more extravagant. She's got like a sprawling pearl-studded gown on, elaborate-looking powdered wig. This woman appears to be someone like in life who was super important, perhaps one of the people who lives in this manor. But all right, I'm sorry. Nadia shoots her crossbow, and that's a miss.
Bad sister and a terrible shot. God damn.
Fuck you!
Reef moves to here. Reef swing weapon. Reef does a whole lot of damage with said weapon. 28 points to be exact. Okay, now it is the two zombies' turn. One is going to take a 5-foot step and try to slam Theo. That is... Oh, the window too big. That hits with a 19. 5 points of bludgeoning. The other one is going to kind of just shamble over towards the group of you over there. It's going to swing at Reef. It hits with a 23. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Theo's turn. Theo, you still have your swords out.
Yeah.
Swinging those.
Yeah.
Your first strike hits for 5 points of slashing damage. The second one, unfortunately, is a miss.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
Okay, Sarah's turn. Sarah? Are you muted? Are you okay?
Blame Panzer.
Yeah, Panzer, come on. Come on. It's alright. In the interest of moving things along, just so we can get to the end here, she will... Why not? Crossbow. Okay, miss. Vondilla.
Punches it.
I'm gonna have her use her spells, just try and get this through quicker. Okay. 21, half damage. Sin's turn.
Alright, just to show off the Vondilla, I'm going to make a sweet jump over here and then turn around and stab the zombie.
Okay.
I'm gonna miss.
Sorry
Oh,
about
good.
that. Panzer really, really had to pee.
All good.
I knew it.
I had you shoot or try to shoot.
Thank you.
16 damage.
Oh yeah, that's enough to destroy it for sure.
I am the best at being flashy.
One final zombie remains, and it is Nadia's turn.
I'm gonna try and shoot it.
Okay. You do shoot it. 21 hits. It is a little bit resistant to piercing damage, but that's okay. And finally, Reef will fly over here and hopefully put an end to all of this. Yeah. Okay. So, to describe the current area, there are finely framed works of art covering the walls of what appears to be a gallery, looking down upon the hall below. Great windows look out to the west and to the south, and an alcove to the east is set with chairs for musicians. Some of the non-animated corpses are positioned about this hall in sort of a mockery of the room's beauty. Some are posed like ghastly looking statues, while others are rigged up to look like critics. So there are additionally there are the bodies of what appear to be 3 different musicians, none of them matching Ruan's description. Now I know you already know that he's been taken somewhere else, but just so you're aware, none of them are him. There's a door to the north, which is now open. Theo and Nadia and Sarah, well, all the people that are down this way, Sin doesn't have an angle, but you can all look in and see that there is some kind of bedroom on the other side of the doorway. It appears to be simply just like the master bedroom of the manor.
Money. That's the goal here.
So yeah, I will say that a search of the bedroom actually turns up nothing. If anything, Jolestina had already pilfered the contents of the bedroom, which are now in your possession. This would probably be the money and the jewelry.
I'm writing such good and accurate notes. Just trust me on this.
You're not. We know.
All right. Downstairs, I promise there's not another combat downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no,
The boss battle.
No, honestly, you have my word. There's no combat down there.
Okay. There's gonna be a combat down there. I'll tell you that much.
In the basement, you find a man who is alive. There is also a well-stocked wine rack and several large casks lining the walls of this pretty stuffy cellar. There is a small wooden door in the southeast corner here. This man is looking very distraught and kind of gives the appearance that he's been down here for a while. This is what he looks like. Very sad looking man. He sees you enter and he thinks at first that you are bad people, and he is going to brandish what looks like a dull looking sort of like paint knife at you. You can see that he's kind of like shaking. He's like really scared. But after a couple moments, he kind of realizes that like you aren't immediately trying to kill him. So he sort of lowers his makeshift weapon and
Damn it.
This is Ruan, right?
this is not Ruan.
This is
Wrong-
someone
wrong
totally different.
mistake.
Never mind. I'm sorry.
He introduced himself. He says, "Oh, thank goodness you're not here to kill me. My name is Alcio Carowyn. I am the owner of this manor. We were greeting some guests of our party, the Westerkiers, and the acrobat that we hired, this crazed elven woman, started leaping through the crowd, and I saw her opened fire on one of my guests with her crossbow, and she was laughing all the while in the most frightful, shrill way. I've been locked in here for days, and every time I got up the courage to sneak out, I heard that horrible laughter above. But you've made it here. Is she dead? Is it safe?
No, and
Well,
no.
she's not dead, but she's not here, and she won't be a problem.
Oh, thank the gods. And what of my wife?
Dead. Very, very dead.
Sin.
What?
Yeah,
You. His expression.
There's like, well, we're not actually sure. However, the acrobat that you hired, she's in league with a necromancer, and I'm sorry to say that you're the first living person we've seen in here other than her.
Yeah, and
zombies.
Reef kind of
Living.
speaks up to confirm that, yeah, we haven't seen any other survivors. You can.
I'm gonna look at his journaling for like any fights or anything like that.
Okay, sure. Roll perception.
No, I'm just gonna go over him and start lifting up his arms and roll his sleeves, looking at his arms. And shit.
Okay,
Roll
well,
perception.
yeah, no, you're still rolling perception for that, but
Okay. Can you roll for me?
yes, I will. As far as
I'm gonna help you.
as far as
I got guidance.
his demeanor, yeah, okay. So Theo will get the guidance, so 21, and then if Sin does well, then we'll add to that. Okay, not good enough, but 21. So Theo, you do what you feel is a pretty thorough search of his body. There are no signs of any sort of vampirism. He doesn't have any like puncture wounds or bite marks on him. No signs of blood veil. He, based on your assessment, he just seems to be the sole lucky survivor of this whole ordeal. His when he hears that you believe that his wife is dead, his expression at first doesn't change a lot. Feel free to roll sense motive if you want more information. After a few moments, though, he does sort of like break down and starts sobbing.
I know nothing.
You know nothing.
I think he's happy.
Finally free from the horrible wretch of a wife. No.
Right outside. We don't have to file a divorce.
Oh wow.
So Nadia, you believe that Alcio's behavior is due to the fact that he expected the worst. He had kind of resigned himself to, with him being the only one who made it down to the cellar, nobody else came to check on him. He had believed this whole time that everyone had been killed.
Well,
He's still, understandably distraught over the loss of his wife. But like I said, he was expecting the worst.
Why are you so survivor?
The manor.
I don't think so.
I am not proud to admit of, my cowardice, but I suppose it proved useful. I'm still alive, of course.
Glares.
He notices and he says, I understand. I can imagine what you must think of me, and you're right.
I don't do any less than every other rich fuck I've ever encountered, no offense.
Well, you're alive, but you got a manner that's pretty much unrepairable at this point. So, good luck with that.
He just breathes a heavy sigh. He says, "I'm. That's not really on my mind right now. Um, if you don't mind my asking, I don't know any of you. Did someone send you here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone did, right?
Kind of
We
sort
were
of. We
sent
got
by
a set quest.
Yeah, you were directed here by Cressida Croft to look for Ruan. But yes.
Someone's brother.
And if
I was really upset about it.
yes, and when you guys get into describing Ruan, he says, "Oh yes, I do recall him. I the last I saw, he was performing on the second floor with the other musicians. I don't know what happened after that. I went back down to the main floor to mingle, and then all of this horrible violence broke out."
What's in the door? What's in the door over there?
Oh, just more wine.
Can we open it and check that?
Well, I suppose I do owe a debt of gratitude to you fine group of heroes who have so bravely faced what I could not. Help yourselves.
3 for taking barrels of wine back.
Sarah's not going to stop them. She's like, okay.
So in the storeroom is more just like it's more so bottles than barrels. Any of the barrels are kind of out in the room where you're talking to them. The bottles of wine are of a very fine quality. They cost something. We can appraise those whenever.
Sin pulls out an alchemist fire.
Okay. And then what?
Oh, like I was hoping for like an extreme reaction just for laughs, but seeing that no one cares and just puts it back with a pout.
Well, Allie's not here to stop you, so it's kind of like
Fine. Sin starts like grabbing the bottles and like tossing them over the reef. Whoops. Alright, take that one, that one. Ooh, that one's good. Yep, that one, that one, that one. If the guy's not gonna stop Sin, he's gonna literally take all the wine bottles and the barrels. Because why not?
I mean, he's far too distraught to put up much of a fight, even if he wanted to stop you. Um, he's you can tell just by looking at him, he's not much of a fighter. It's not like he would really offer you any physical resistance.
Help ourselves. So
He did, yeah, but I'm saying like even if he were to start objecting to the amount that you're taking, it's not like he could really do anything about it.
cool. So I don't have to feel bad about taking all the wine. Let's go. Let's go. Not that I would have anyway, but you get the point.
So yeah, he hears you like rummaging through for a while, and he just says, "I only ask that you leave me a bit. All this trauma's got to go somewhere."
Well, actually, drinking wine isn't the best thing to drink while going through trauma. I recommend Shiver. I throw Shiver at him.
He sits there just looking at it in the little pouch, and he's gonna take it and tuck it into his coat pocket. He's gonna mutter something under his breath. So those of you other than Sin, since you're rifling through his stuff, can make a perception check to see if you hear what he says. We just want to let it go. That's fine too. But
Don't let it go, goddammit. I know no one's there, but come on now.
I'll roll for the DM PCs. Okay, Vondilla hears it. She hears him say, "Well, I don't see what I have to lose at this point."
Oh, cool. No back talk. In that case, I don't care. I do leave. Should I leave him a barrel or should I leave him a bottle?
That's your choice.
Decisions. Yeah, let's leave him 2 bottles. I'm not feeling that cruel today. After all, I did scare a Harleen wannabe into running away from me, so that makes me feel pretty good.
It's true. She definitely is inspired by Harley.
Couldn't
Being able to
tell.
scare Harley was pretty dope. Anywhoosies, we got pack mules, so taking the barrels, we're leaving him. Let's leave him with 3 bottles of wine instead. I'm feeling
Alright.
generous.
Cool. So you guys take your spoils from the manor, and then you head somewhere. We'll figure that out later. I think this is a good
Yeah,
place
we
to
have-
stop
Yeah,
for the
we have a
night.
third base. Let's go.
Third base. Oh boy.
Basement.
So yes, we are we're gonna stop here for the night. You guys have
Oh.
finished your sort of mission in the Carowyn Manor. You may not have all the answers, but you at least know who took Ruan.
What happened?
And
Oh,
then
you are.
it's a matter of finding where they are at that point. So yeah, join us next week. We will hopefully be back with another episode of Curse of the Crimson Throne, provided life stuff doesn't get in the way again.
Allie will be with us.
Yes, we love to have Allie with us, and we hope she's back next week. But until then, enjoy the rapidly declining temperatures we get into fall. And we will see you next Wednesday. Have a good night, everybody.
Crank out your winter